From patchy fog to mostly sunny and pleasant on Wednesday. Good Tuesday night, East Tennessee. David Aldridge, Captain Accurate here from the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. Well, you can see from the ultimate Doppler radar, all is quiet. Boy, is that a nice change of pace given the active weekend we had. Nothing on the radar. That's right, nothing on the radar. The ultimate Doppler radar presented by Marco's Pizza, your local Marco's Pizza, who gives back to the community by many ways. But one of them, they're a corporate sponsor of No Kid Hungry. Check them out at marcos.com. They have locations in Hardin Valley, in Farragut, in Maryville, Fountain City Halls, Oak Ridge, Middlebrook Pike, and Ebenezer Road. They would love to hear from you. Maybe you're hungry for a late night snack tonight. Pepperoni Magnifico might come to mind. Oh, is that yummy? Oh, yes, and they have the new Pozzoli, which is also a great lunch menu if you want to check that out maybe tomorrow. Pepperoni and sausage. It's very large. It's actually bigger than what this picture would suggest. Very filling, too. Think of it like a calzone, but even better, the new Pozzoli at Marco's. By the way, as we look at the radar again, there's not a whole lot here. Maybe a few showers near Roanoke, Virginia. That's all passing to the east. That'll pass us by. We'll find mostly clear skies tonight. We have some downpours north of Detroit, also north of Chicago, around the Great Lakes. There's some wet weather there, but more storminess, more severe weather in West Texas while they're continuing to be pounded with some storms there, and also leaving the Houston, Texas area where it's been very active as well. By the way, if the weather could be summarized in East Tennessee this week, I think of the term a slice of nice. Now, sure, it's high calorie, but it's low in humidity, so maybe it's a trade-off. Maybe there's just nothing to worry about because you can have a slice of nice without really thinking about it. Now, if you get several slices, several days in a row that are just delightful with no humidity, could we get spoiled? I'd say yes. I'd say yes. You could get spoiled with a slice of nice. That's why I say today was sweet. Even though we hit 83, that was 1 degree above normal. Our dew points, which is a good measurement of humidity, it dropped 15 degrees from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. In fact, it was 15 degrees lower by 4 p.m. too, so it went from 65 to 50. That's a 15-degree drop less humidity in the air today, which we'll examine momentarily. But our high, 83. I was expecting 83 this morning, and the low was 63. Sun goes down at 8:45 tonight. 85 was the high in Oak Ridge, significantly warmer than Crossville, because Crossville didn't get above 77 today, which is okay. Pretty sweet if you're in Crossville in the heart of Cumberland County. They hit 82 in Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, and 80 in Morristown, just to give you a bird's eye view of the region. Now, we did see a high of 86 in Nashville, 84 in Knoxville, and 80 in Johnson City. You might be wondering, what about Lexington? I don't see a temperature. Well, they might not be reporting up there at Bluegrass Airport. Well, we could estimate they were around 79 today, 80 in Johnson City, and it was 85 in Charlotte, North Carolina, earlier today. Let's talk about the temperatures and the dew points. These are the numbers. This is the gold standard, as it were, the temperature at which water vapor condenses. When it's high in the 60s, and dare I say 70s, it feels like the swamp. But it didn't feel like a swamp at the end of the day. It did dip down to 50 as of 8 o'clock tonight. It's 54. It's come up a few degrees. But I'll tell you what, when it's in the 50s, it's a lot more comfortable this time of year than it is maybe when it's in the mid-60s, which is how we started the afternoon, or morning, I should say. It got better this afternoon. Let me show you what it looked like. Going back to 7 a.m., this morning. Don't see a lot of ooze here. In fact, we'll go back in time here. By 5 o'clock to this afternoon, all the green areas, which would suggest high dew points, high humidity, stays out of harm's way right through 5 o'clock tomorrow. Now, it will try to advance, it looks like, into Mississippi, maybe into Alabama as we move into 5 o'clock Thursday, because there will be more showers in that area of the country. But the dryness in Brown and parts of eastern Kentucky, maybe southwestern Virginia, will only continue to battle between where it's moist and dry. And look at how dry it is on 5 o'clock Friday. 5 o'clock Friday, we should be around, say, 51 degrees. 51 degrees. You're going to feel like it's, I don't know, like it's early spring. You might think that because the normal low this time of year is actually closer to 61, 62. So by the time we hit the end of the week, normal highs will be normal lows in the low 60s. The tracking the clouds, you'll notice a lot of these puffy cumulus clouds disappear as the clock wears on because the sun's getting at a lower angle, so they're harder to detect, they're harder to discern, but there are still some clouds moving across the area. Expect lots of stars, though. Mostly clear tonight as a lot of these clouds begin to vacate the premises. All the rain seemingly is up toward West Virginia and maybe Western Virginia itself. Headlines tonight, mostly sunny, pleasant tomorrow. Comfortable on Thursday, more sunshine on Friday. Are we going to be spoiled? I don't know. You tell me. Now, in order to have tornadoes, boy, we've had those too across the middle part of the country, and we had some tornado scares over the weekend, you got to have a clash of cold air and warm air. Now, if you were surprised, as some may be, that they're still getting snow going into June, let me show you the snow potential. I mean, I'm seeing some green areas. I'm seeing some red areas up there, well up into Canada, well over 7 inches, maybe a foot of snow. Looks like it's snowing in northern Minnesota before the 12th of June, and more snow across western Montana. So if you're headed there, you need a jacket. Maybe a few flakes west of Denver, but most of it is across the Pacific Northwest. And where is that cold air clashing with the warm, humid air? It's right there in the middle, which leads me to our next map, which is the Storm Prediction Center. They're expecting potentially some strong storms, maybe even scattered severe storms in yellow across much of the Northwest, areas around North Dakota, South Dakota, parts of western Nebraska tomorrow. This is going to be a hot spot for severe weather. Remember, it's going to be snowing western Montana, so all that warm, humid air may actually trigger more storms from Rapid City all the way to the east of Denver into eastern Colorado on Wednesday. Perhaps some isolated severe storms around Austin, near San Antonio and westward tomorrow, and really nothing here because we've got more beautiful weather, delightful weather on tap. By Thursday, that continues to grow in northern Texas, parts of Oklahoma, and even western sections of Kansas. Colorado will also watch for scattered severe storms Thursday. It includes Amarillo, Abilene, and Lawton, Oklahoma. Dallas, Fort Worth, maybe some isolated severe storms there. Thursday, nothing going on here. What's interesting, they do paint a few isolated general thunderstorms for the Tri-Cities. Thursday, I think it's going to probably be well north of Kingsport, the way things are tracking. By the way, 11 o'clock tonight, just feeling great. You'll wake up tomorrow morning in the mid-50s, about 57. By 7 o'clock, we're warming up nicely as the fog lifts. By noontime tomorrow, there may be showers near Fayette County, Kentucky. That's Lexington, and near Louisville, up toward Charleston, West Virginia. That's where there may be some rain. But here, more sunshine, some scattered clouds by 5 o'clock on Wednesday. Now, Thursday, there's another rainmaker, but it's well south toward Birmingham, south of Huntsville, which will bring more humidity down there, but it should stay well south of our region. You see, it doesn't even make it here. It heads toward Atlanta. So the rain in Huntsville, the rain in Birmingham, later Thursday moves into central Georgia, stays out of harm's way as high pressure to the north of Lake Erie really starts to drop down and gives us another beautiful day on Friday. Friday's high will be lucky to reach 79. So the real nice weather will persist. And if we get some spots of rain, and I say spots, 20% chance comes in on Saturday. That would come late in the afternoon and mainly west of I-75. Now, I did allude to the fact that we could see some patches of fog. This is 6:45 as the models would see it. Doesn't always line up just the way it shows up here, but it's a good indication that there will be some patches of dense fog somewhere in East Tennessee. This would represent 7:15 in the morning. There's 7:45. It's slow to burn. It's slow to lift. Fog is probably out of here before 9 o'clock in most cases, and then we're up and away with beautiful weather, more slice of nice weather heading into your Wednesday. So for tonight, down to 57, starry skies, it's cool and less humid with some patches of fog by morning, winds about 3 to 8 miles per hour. Tonight, don't be surprised if you're at 53 in the morning in Scott County, Oneida. Beautiful Oneida, Tennessee, down to 53. 55 for Middlesboro. It's where I expect you'll be. Oak Ridge, 56. Pretty sweet. And 56 for Kingston, Rockwood, and Harriman to start the day tomorrow. Wednesday, pushing near 80. I think we're going to struggle to get there. And if we do hit 80, it'll take all day to get there. Mostly sunny. Still on that theme of a slice of nice, delightful weather. Winds pick up 5 to 15, could gust to 25. 80 for Kingston tomorrow. I have us at 76 for Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, 79 for Newport, 74 for Crossville. Just a delightful day. La Follette, Campbell County, a beautiful day up there at 77 degrees tomorrow. Here's your Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast for Knoxville, East Tennessee. Can you say pleasant? Can you say low humidity? You got that all on the table. Now Saturday, granted, the heat comes back, 84, but still comfortable. It's not until the lows are back in the 60s, which is next week, when it's going to feel a little more humid, and that will also bring in a few more showers and storms. So a 40% chance Sunday, 30% chance on Monday, and then if we get a spot of rain or storms on Tuesday, it wouldn't surprise me if we make it back up to 87 degrees at least by then. By the way, if you haven't checked out the Captain Accurate Weather app, what are you waiting for? It's free. You get Pete Michaels' traffic and weather. That's weather and traffic, which are perfect together. It's very easy to find. Just go to the App Store, Google Play. Just type 2 words, Captain and Accurate, and amazingly, it'll appear on your phone or iPad. Check it out. You get the updated traffic reports all the time, just updated all the time. The same what you would find on the radio. It's very easy to access on the app itself. Well, my name is David Aldrich. Some people call me Captain Accurate. It's not easy being accurate, so weather doesn't surprise you. We'll see you here next time. Take care.